Your boyfriend be in my DM say I'm pretty. Your boyfriend be in my DM with a baby on his page saying I'm pretty. I care, because I'm not going to respond, and I respect you, babe.
Name, that's all they have. Angel Reese.
That was hilarious, and Angel Reese was in the house to support her, man.
Angel Reese is playing a dangerous game between silence and spectacle, and the timing could not be more explosive. While the WNBA is inching toward chaos, her private life just cracked open in public view. The noise around Angel Reese right now is not coming from the court, the league office, or even a press conference, but from what she is not saying and where she is choosing to be seen. At a moment when the WNBA is facing one of the most volatile labor standoffs in its history, Reese has gone conspicuously quiet on the strike conversation, and instead the spotlight has shifted to something far more personal and far more divisive. Her rumored relationship with NBA player Wendell Carter Jr. has moved from whispers to visual confirmation, and the way it unfolded has only intensified speculation rather than settling it. Courtside to support Carter was supposed to be a soft launch, a subtle confirmation without words. But guess what? It did the opposite. Cameras caught her in attendance, yet instead of the animated, expressive Angel fans are used to, what they saw felt restrained, almost guarded, and noticeably distant. Her posture was calm but closed off, her reactions muted in moments that usually invite excitement, and her facial expressions unreadable when the camera lingered. The internet immediately clocked the difference, and once that happened, the narrative took off at full speed. This was not just about a WNBA star supporting her boyfriend, because in the context of Angel Reese's brand, everything is amplified. Reese has built her image on intensity, confidence, visible emotion, and unapologetic presence. So when fans saw a version of her that appeared controlled and detached, it triggered questions that went far beyond romance. Was she trying to keep boundaries between her personal life and her public persona? Or was this a calculated appearance meant to quiet rumors without inviting deeper scrutiny?
You gotta be tall. 6'7", 6'.
Hold on, because the timing made it even more controversial. While players across the league are openly discussing revenue sharing, strike authorization, and the possibility of a 2026 season disruption, Reese's silence has been loud. Unlike some of her peers who have spoken cautiously or directly about the looming labor issues, Angel has chosen not to engage publicly, and that choice is now being interpreted through the lens of her off-court visibility. Fans are asking whether she is strategically avoiding the strike discourse to protect endorsement relationships, or if she is simply choosing privacy at a moment when public opinion is fractured and volatile. The contrast is striking because Reese has never been shy about speaking her mind. From her college days through her early WNBA career, she has embraced confrontation, controversy, and conversation, even when backlash followed. That is why this moment feels different. Her absence from the strike narrative coincides with increased attention on her personal life, and in the court of public perception, those two things are now intertwined, whether she intended them to be or not.
Atkins, 7 to shoot. Cardoso rolls, catch. Cardoso over the top, can't get it. Reese fights for the rebound and a foul, and this time gets a little chippy and a shove on Nelson Adona.
But guess what? This is not the first time Angel Reese's personal choices have collided with league-wide tension. Even before her WNBA debut, she was navigating NIL money, brand deals, and public criticism in ways that made her one of the most polarizing figures in women's basketball. She learned early that silence can sometimes be more powerful than statements, and that controlled appearances can shape narratives without inviting direct confrontation. That strategy appears to be resurfacing now, but the stakes are much higher. Behind the scenes, insiders suggest that Reese is acutely aware of how quickly public alignment in labor disputes can impact endorsement leverage. The WNBA's current economic uncertainty has brands watching carefully, and athletes who are perceived as polarizing voices risk becoming collateral damage in negotiations that are already tense. By staying quiet on the strike while maintaining visibility through lifestyle moments, Reese may be attempting to ride out the storm without becoming a symbol on either side of the debate. And then there is the relationship itself, which adds another layer of intrigue. Wendell Carter Jr. is an established NBA player, part of a league with vastly different revenue structures, labor protections, and media treatment. That contrast has not gone unnoticed. Some fans argue that Reese's presence in NBA spaces highlights the inequality WNBA players are actively fighting against, while others believe it underscores exactly why the strike conversation matters. Either way, her courtside appearance became symbolic whether she wanted it to or not. The controversy deepened because the optics felt controlled rather than organic. This was not a viral kiss cam moment or a celebratory courtside reaction that screamed joy. It felt measured, intentional, and restrained, which only fueled theories that the appearance was meant to confirm the relationship without opening the door to further questions. In the age of social media, restraint reads as strategy, and strategy invites speculation. Meanwhile, Reese's past has come rushing back into the conversation. Critics are revisiting moments where she leaned fully into public drama, contrasting them with her current silence. Supporters argue that growth means choosing peace over chaos, while detractors claim she is selectively outspoken only when it benefits her image. Neither side has proof, but that has never stopped the internet before. What makes this even more explosive is how Reese's silence contrasts with the urgency of the strike situation. Players are voting on authorization, negotiations are tense, and the future of the 2026 season is genuinely uncertain. Fans want leadership, clarity, and solidarity, and when one of the league's most visible stars opts out of that conversation, it creates a vacuum that gets filled with assumptions. And hold on, because the league itself is watching closely. Angel Reese is not just a player, she is a marketing engine, a social media magnet, and a bridge between basketball culture and mainstream celebrity. Her choices ripple outward, influencing fan perception, sponsor confidence, and media narratives. Whether intentional or not, her silence on labor issues combined with her visibility in NBA spaces sends a complicated message at a fragile moment. Some insiders believe Reese is waiting for the right moment to speak, choosing to observe rather than react, while others think she has made a conscious decision to keep her brand insulated from labor politics altogether. Both approaches carry risk. Speaking could alienate sponsors or fans, while silence risks being interpreted as indifference during a defining chapter for the league. The relationship drama only intensifies that risk. By stepping into the public eye with Carter, Reese invited scrutiny that extends beyond romance. Fans are analyzing not just what she posts, but where she shows up, who she aligns with, and what she avoids. Every appearance becomes a data point in a larger narrative about priorities, power, and positioning. And then there is the question no one can answer yet. Is Angel Reese deliberately separating her personal happiness from professional turmoil? Or is she quietly choosing a lane that distances her from the league's collective struggle? The truth likely sits somewhere in between, but perception rarely waits for nuance. What is undeniable is that this moment has shifted how Reese is being talked about. She is no longer just the fiery competitor or the unapologetic star. She is now a figure navigating silence, strategy, and scrutiny at a time when every move feels amplified. The courtside appearance that was meant to soften rumors instead sharpened them, and her quiet stance on the strike has only deepened the mystery. As the WNBA moves closer to a potential breaking point, Angel Reese stands at the center of a different kind of storm, one fueled by speculation, symbolism, and unanswered questions. Whether she addresses it head-on or continues to let silence speak for her, the outcome will shape not just her image, but how fans interpret power, loyalty, and visibility in women's basketball. Angel Reese may not be talking, but her choices are louder than ever, and as the league teeters on the edge, every silence is starting to sound like a statement.